sound on, and transition, and hello everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing alright. I have not been up to too much since last time.
And or have
But
I?
yeah. Um yeah, I don't know, I gotta figure out what sort of intro topics would be fun to talk about, but until then, I guess it's time to go with Sudoku puzzles.
Reasonable.
So, first
Ooh,
puzzle for today. Say again?
lots of rules.
Yep.
Lots of rules.
It is the sixth puzzle in the Singularis Alchemist Madness Edition, Anti-Night by Chip Sounder. Any clue type can only appear once. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row column in 3x3 box. The grid is covered in fog. Placing a correct digit will clear the fog from the surrounding cells of that digit. No bifurcation is necessary. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Cells separated by an x sum to 10. Cells separated by a v sum to 5. And box borders divide blue lines into segments with the same sum. Cells separated by a black dot are a 1 to 2 ratio. Adjacent digits along an orange line must differ by at least 4. Digits in a dotted cage cannot repeat and sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage. Cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits on a purple renband must be a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeating a digit. Digits on a thermometer must rise from the bulb end. Digits on a green German whispers line must differ by at least 5. Digits inside a circle clue must be in the 2x2 of the cells touching the quadruple circle. Digits in a highlighted gray circle are odd. Digits on an arrowed line sum to the digits in the connected circle, and digits on a thin gray line must be between the digits in the connected circles. And finally, digits on the yellow line must read the same forwards as backwards. Alright, let us begin. We've got a blue line, a V, and an X. And then we've got a black crocky. And now this looks like an orange line. Let me double check, but I believe adjacent digits along an orange line must differ by at least 4.
Let's start with the V. And the left side cannot be 1 or 2 because it's
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we know one of those is 1. If this is a 2, that's a 2. But if this is a 3, that's a 1. Either way, we definitely have 3 going down this column. But differs by at least 4. And then we could have a 9, but otherwise this would be 5, 6, 7, 9. But then we've got the black dot, which is going to take out 5, 7, and 9. Because 5...
And it can't be 6 because the other side of the 6 is a 3.
And we already said that the 3 had to be on the equal sum line.
Right.
Yeah. And so the reason why 5, 7, and 9 are all removed is because they're all odd, so they can't be halved. But 5 doubles to 10, 7 to 14, and 9 to 18. And that cannot be placed in a single digit on the Sudoku puzzle. Hey, Chip Sounder, how are you doing? So a 1 has to double to 2, and an 8 would have to 4.
And now that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad in the column.
Is.
Ah. Oh no, yeah, it would. Never mind. I was gonna say 1 in. Yeah.
The 1 has to be
1, 5, 9,
these
1.
two, so
Right, yeah.
Here. My phone is making sound. I think
8,
it's not picking up on my microphone, but I'm going
4,
to fix that problem.
9. Oh, if the bottom of the Dutch Whispers is an 8, it has to go to 4. Oh, well, never mind. It's 4 or lower. I don't know. I thought. But 1 would have to go to 5, would have to go to 9.
If this is a 3, we'll have 1 and 2 and 4, which would have to go to 8. Which would be 2, 3, or 4. And we'd have 7 or 9.
Well, it wouldn't be able to be 2 because 1 and 2 are taken care of in the box. On the.
Right.
Yeah.
But if this is a 2, you've got 1, 3. This would be 1. Oh. 4 would have to pair with 1, and now I have two 1s.
Ah, okay.
So 4, 1, 8, 4, and that would conflict. So this is a 3. Got a 1, 2 pair pointing at an 8, a 4. I said that backwards, but it's fine. 5 gets removed as an option.
2 is removed also because of the 1, 2.
Right. And now, because there's no 3 on here, this can't be a 7. That's a 9 paired with 1 and a couple of 2s. Which I should have gotten this 2 here as soon as I had the 3. Both 3 and 4 work with the Dutch Whisper here.
Right, and the other end of the, it's 3 or 5.
I believe this is my thermo line, and then this yellow one is going to be our palindrome. We've got 18, 20, 30, so 15 remaining. We also have those 2 which are consecutive, which are minimum, they can't be minimum 7. 4 and 5 is 9. Oh, well, that was the minimum they could have been anyway. But
so now 5 and 6 is the minimum they can be.
Yeah. Which is 11, which would pair with 7, and then 5, and then 3. And then it can't go down to 1. But, 7, 8, and 3 would work. Okay, so 8 is either here or it's there. Oh, we've got our quadruple circle here as well. But this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8. But then this 8 here, we have anti-night. So cell
Right.
separated by a knight's move. So this one cannot be 8. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5, or 7, 8, and 3. But that means 7's requirement here, yes?
Yes.
1 and 2 aren't
Because 5
allowed.
and 6 is, yeah.
And then 4, 6, and 8 are all even. So that's not allowed. So we have to have 7. Well, 3 has to be one of these two, because it can't be in the 18, and it's not here. So 3 is one of those, making this one 5. And
well, and yeah, 15 is what's left over in the 3 that's not in the 18 or already placed. And 3 has to be on there, so 12 is left over, so you can't use 6. It's 8 and 4.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. No, there's no 9. 1, 6, and 7 remaining. 5, 6, 7, and 9. 5 is down here. Now, what is the green line again? Green German whisper line.
2 and 3 both have to be on the thermo. But
1, 6, 7, 9. Although 6 and 7 are all gone, and 9's removed from here. And this can't be 1 or 2. So this is actually a 3, a 2, and a 1. An anti-knight to that one. So this has to be 1 because of the quadruple circle here.
Right. And green is German whisper.
7, 8, 9. Or this one can't be a 6. And then there's an 8 that looks directly at it. And this 9 that directly looks at that 9. This one can be a 6. The German whisper differs by 5. So 1 plus 5 is minimum 6. Then this one is going to have to be low, or it can't be a 2 because of the 2 that looks directly at it, the 1 that directly looks at it, and it can't be 4 because it placed 2 9s. So then it has to be a 3, which is surrounded by 8 and 9. I'm not sure how long this palindrome is. One, 9, 3, and 8 are all removed, and then this 2 sees all 3 of those. So it places a 2 up here. This 7 sees that one by knight's move.
And oh no, never mind. I missed a 7.
That's a circle, which means it's odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. There's a 1 in the box and also a 1 in the row. A 7 that sees it by knight's move, and a 9 that's also in the row. So 1, 7, and 9 are all removed. And then this 5 looks at these 2 this one by Sudoku and this one by Knight's Move, so there can't be a 5 in this spot. So this is a 3.
And there's the end of our palindrome.
Right. So this one's 2, 6 or 7. Pairs here, giving us 5, 6, and not 6. Anti-Knight, 5. Anti-Knight, 6 from both of these. This one has to be the lockout line, because this is our arrow. What's left over in this box? 4, 5, 6, 7, well,
8.
6 and 7 is gone. 8, 9. 5 by Anti-Knight, 8, 9. 8 by Sudoku, 9 by Anti-Knight. And that gives us a 4, 5 pair, so 4, 4, and 5. What's left? I guess I should do this row. 1, 9, 5, 6, 7, and 3. And then this 2 sees that one. Hmm. 2, 4, and 8. Bottom sees a 1 and a 7. This 3 gets removed from both of these by Anti-Knight, and 6 gets removed from the top. Oh, so does a 9. So where's... Never mind, I was going to ask where's 4 in this row. It's one of these two. And then this row is one of those two.
If you look where where 5 can be in box 5, it sees cell 1 in box 6 by, so that can't be 5. Oops.
It has to be one of these two, this one by Sudoku, this one by Anti-Knight. What's the red line again? Gnome Silk rules, grids covered in fog, Anti-Knight. X's are 10s, B's are 5s, blue lines are region sums. Black dot, orange line, dotted cage. White dot, purple Renban, thermometer, German whisperer, quadruple circle, odd circle, arrow, lockout line, and then a yellow line. Chip Sounder
It's a red
asks,
herring.
can row 7, column 5 be even? And then clarifies that this red line is a parity line, which means that it alternates odd and even. Is that correct, Chip Sounder? But then we look across this line. 4, 8, 3, and 9 is all good. It's removed. 2 sees these two. 7, and then 7's here as well, so that this actually can't be 7 or 6. And then this 1 sees this one. And so this has to be 1 or 5. So then we look at this one, we know it has to be even, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Oh, it's got an 8 in the box and 2 looking at it from a couple of different directions. And then we look one step over, and we know this one has to be odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. 3 and 9 are in the box, 5 are in the row. So 3, 5, and 9. And then, I don't know, 7's got a lot of things going on there. And then we don't know where that line goes from there. Two, 4, and 8 going across the middle of box 6. See this one, and remove the 2 from it. And then this one sees both of those. Neither of these can be a 2. Or, excuse me, because these two are the only 2's in box 6, that means this one cannot be a 2. And then where's 2 in this row? Well, 4, 8, 3, and 9 aren't 2. This 2 sees that one and that one. And then those 2 see both of these. So this is forced to be a 2. And now we get 2, 4, 6, and 8 here. The 2 in the row means it's not a 2. Now we can't do the same thing that we did with the 2 over here on this one, because all 3 of those could be 4 or 8, and it's a little too far away. But this one's going to be odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. 3 and 5 in a row. Make it 1, 7, or 9.
The lockout line.
Right. This can't be a 9 anymore.
And you can't have 1 or 5 on the outside.
Why can't it be
it can't,
5?
Well, we'll look what's
because
inside.
Of the 5, 6.
4, yeah.
Let's see what this one could be. 9, 3, 8, 2. And then this 1 takes 1 out of both.
Look where 9 can go in box 6.
9 in box 6. This 9 and that 9 take it out of these. The lockout line takes it out of this one. So
okay,
9
and that takes it out of
two.
the possibility of 9 in the center of box 9.
You get a 1, 7 pair. It's going to take 7 out from this one. And
which places 7 in row 9 in box 7, takes it out of, which places the 7 in box 8.
Yeah.
And then the 1.
Here. 1 is gone. 7 can't be here because of anti-night. This 1 looks up and sees here. This 7 looks up and sees this. 6 is going to reflect across the palindrome line.
5 is placed in box, or 1 is placed in box, yeah. And
then the 6 sees this one by anti-night. 6 anti-night. 6 by Sudoku. And now 5, 6 pair. This one, right? The 1 in box. 7's removed there. 7's removed from Sudoku, and 6 is removed.
4, 5 pair in column 4.
6. 4 or 8's the last one in row 8, and then we've got 2, 3, and 9, I think. This one can't be a 2 because of anti-knight. 2's and 2's are going to make 2 be this one. Nines and 9's. Yeah. We're going to place 9's around the 2. 4, 8. Oh.
Which places the 3 at the bottom of the column.
Yeah, but that was based off of an incorrect assumption.
Oh.
I thought I had 2 9's here and not there.
Ah.
So this was wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't following that one very closely.
I'm glad I caught my mistake there, because that would have been problematic. But also it helped that you saw the consequence of that pretty quickly, and then I caught that that wasn't supposed to have had any consequences. But, oh well. Let's see, what's left in this column? 1 and 2 and 7, and then we've got this 4, 8 pair. And now in this row, 3 and 6.
Look where 1 can go in box 2. It can't go on the arrow because that would place with. Oh well, no, it wouldn't go. It could. Never mind. It can't go in the center though because of.
But a 1 here would be 7 or 8.
It can't be 8.
Yeah. Two won't be allowed. 3 won't be allowed. So I could do 4, 5. But I think that has to be all of the options, because if
right,
1 can only pair with 7, because if it was a 1 paired with 8, then those are both 9.
Well, it sees both 8s.
Yeah, and then Chip Sounder says 4, 5 pair in column 6, which is very true. Another thing I could have spotted is the 4, 5 here, which definitely breaks that. So this is forced to be 1 and 7 because of that. So 1 and 7 here, an 8 and a 9 here. This is now 5, a 6 here, 5, 6. 8 gets removed because of anti-knight. 5 and 6 are removed by Sudoku.
1 can be placed in box 3.
6 is gone by Sudoku. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that was, but that was a weird sound.
The top of column 6 is a 3-9 pair.
Top of column 6 is a 3-9 pair. And then this 9 is going to make that a 3. Make this a 9. Make this a 3. We'll get 9 down here. Yeah, that would have been very problematic. We didn't even do that one.
Yes, it would.
Based on luck. 4, 8 pair is going to make this a 9. What's left in box 2? 4, 5, and 8. This one's not a 5 by Sudoku. But But then these two are basically done, 7 and 9. This one, 4, 5, 8, or 6.
Not 5, there's a 5 in the
5
box.
and 6 makes this a 4-8 pair, so we get 5, 6, 5, 4, 8, 5, 4, 8, 4, 2, not a 5, 3, 2, 4, 5, 4, 7, 3, 9, 7, 9, 5. Anti-9 is why this one's an 8. Pair of 4s, an 8, a 4 and a 3.
8 and 6.
6 and 8. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Alright, puzzle number 2 for today. Oops, that's not the right thing. I'm going to copy and paste. Copy and paste that. There we go, that pasted what I wanted. So puzzle number 2 for today. The Odd One Out by Chip Sounder. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row column and 3 by 3 box. Clues outside the grid with an arrow are little killer clues, of which sums the digits along the indicated diagonal. Digits may repeat if other rules allow. Clues outside the grid without an arrow are numbered rooms. Clues outside the grid without an arrow are numbered rooms clues, of which indicate the digit which has to be placed in the nth cell in the corresponding direction, where n is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. Adjacent digits along a green line must differ by at least 5. Note, one of the whisper lines is also a palindrome, and up to the solver to determine which. Digits in a dotted cage without repeat sum to the total given in the top left corner of the cage. Cell separated by a black dot has one digit double the other, a 1:2 ratio. Digits along a gray line must read the same forwards as backwards. And which clue is the odd one out? There is a hidden word. What?
Okay.
I'm not sure. Well, let's get started and we'll see what's going on. Well, some of these little killer clues are pretty simple. So they're just summing their diagonal, and that's just a single digit. Yeah, and those are all little killers. They'll have arrows.
Well, in the 9 cage in box 1, it has to be 2, 3, 4.
It does have to be 2, 3, and 4. I don't know why I did 2, 3, and 5. 3 or 4 has to be the 5 because of the number of rooms clue, but it has to be a 4 because otherwise we would place it inside of the same box. Chip Sounder says that last bit is for fun. It doesn't matter. So that helps a little bit.
Well, and 5 cannot go on the thing, the crop key.
Right.
And the top of that crop key cannot be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it's 6 or 8.
1 and 2 are already removed, so this has to be 3, 4, 6, or 8 as well. So we have what, 5, 7, 9 remaining? 5 is already in this box, so that's not a 5. Okay, well we've got a couple of low digits along this diagonal here. This needs to be 16. If I minimize these two, that would be 5. Well, that would be minimum 5. So the minimum here is 10, so the maximum that this can be is 6. And 1, 2, and 4 are all removed. If I do the same thing here, 5 and 3 is 8, meaning the maximum that this can be is 8. Although that's less helpful. This 20 has to have 3 and 4 in it. This one isn't the 4, nor is it the 3. So 3 and 4 have to both be in there. 14 is 5, 9, or 6, 8.
And the top can't be a 5 because it can't be on the German Whisper.
These two have to be 3 or 4. This gray line here is a palindrome. Yeah. So those two are the same.
7 and 13.
8, 5, 7. Well, 5 gets ruled out. So 8 gets ruled out. So 8 gets ruled out. So 6 gets ruled out.
And then the other side of that is low.
Okay. Well, we were told that one of our German whisper lines is a palindrome, which means it has to be this one, because that one, none of the two cells could ever be palindromes, and this one is in the same box. So this one has to be a palindrome. So those two are the same, and so are those two. These have to all be high digits because 1, 2, 3, 4 are already in the row. These have to be 5 and high digits.
calendar says box 9 is interesting. Yes, it is. 20, 34, 35.
That
So those
leaves
leftover 3
10
are
left?
10. So 7,
And
8, and 9 are out of
yeah,
the bottom. So is 6,
wait,
because that
hold
would be
on.
1 and
Yeah,
3.
these are 2 and 3 minimum. So 5, 6. Um, 5, 6. And then this one can't
There's a
be a
2 in
2,
the
so
column.
that's 3, that's 2. Remove those. This isn't a 2. That didn't do much across. What's left over? 4,
Well,
7, 8,
6
9?
pairs with 8 for 14.
Sure does. Which takes out 4 as an option on the other side of the German whisper line. And 4, 7, and 9 is 20, so that's correct. 8 over here is gone, which could only be paired with a 4 based off of what's remaining. One, 2, 7, 9. Well, 2 is actually removed because of the 2 over here. So 2, 3, and 4. So this has to be a 1, and then 6 and 8 mean it has to be 7 or 9.
Okay, well, because of where the 1 is in rows 7 and 9, 1 has to be, and it can't be on the 19, so it's got to be on the right. The 19 little killer?
Right. Because if this was a 1, these are minimum. Or, well, they're maximum 6 and 8, which is 14. So, minimum here is 5. What's remaining in this column?
Well, and box 7, the top of that is 3, 4, 6 triple. Is a 3, 4, 6. Because 5, 7, 8, 9 in the bottom there. The box 7. See
5,
where the
7,
5,
8,
7, 8,
right.
9? Yeah.
So this has to be 6.
Right.
3 or 4 here, so that's not a 3. Neither of those 2 are 6s. 9 has to be
That's
one
a
of these
7,
two
8,
because
9
7
triple in the box.
is 6 pair 3, 4, 8. This one's not 7. 4 here. 4 there.
1, 7, 9 triple. Leaves a 5.
2, 8, and 7. Got 15 here. Although I guess I should probably finish this column.
1, 2, 3.
One, 2, 4, 8. Because we have a 6 over here. A 4 here. 5 and 2 is 7, and 4 makes 11. So 6 gets removed as an option. 19, 3 and 7 and 9. So now we have 9. So then these two pair together to be 7. which cannot be 3 paired with 4, so it has to be 5 paired with 2. Okay, this 5 is done, this 1 is done, 19 is done, 2 is done, 1 is done, 20 is done, 2 is done, 16 is now done. So all of the clues outside the grid are complete. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3 all look at this one. Well, if this was a 4, it would have to pair with a 9, which would break with this. So this cannot be a low digit. It's 6, 7, or 8. Well, not a 7, because it's there, and not a 9 because of this. So this is 6 or 8. Which means this is 1 or 3.
Which is a 1-3 pair in column 8.
Right. So what's the last 4?
6, 7, 8, 9.
This one's not an 8, and 2 down isn't a 7. These two 5s mean 5 has one of these two. This one means it's not that one, so that's a 5. Column where?
Column 7 sees 6, 8, 9 in the bottom. So on the German whisper, the high digit is 7.
Oh, and the 7 means it's not here. So 7, 1 or 2, 7 again. So we were told that this one had to be a palindrome.
Well, and the opposite side of 7 is 1 or 2, so.
That's true.
And the Kropke is a 1 or 2. And it sees 4, so.
But then that's going to look down here. So 9 and 1. 1 gets
The
removed.
2 goes away in the column. In
That's
column
true.
forward box, yeah. And the Kropke in row 6 cannot be 1, 2, or it would break the.
Right.
So it has to have a 4 on it.
What's left in row 3? 6, 9, and
4.
So that's going to give me 8 here. 6 and 8.
That's a 7. 6, 8, 9 in the column.
Yeah. 1, 3, and 5, I think. This one's 3 because this one's 5 and 1. 3 down here. 6, 7. This one's not 3. This is 1 or 2 to fill out column 7. 4, 5, 6, or 9. 4 and 5 isn't here. And actually, if that's not 4 or 5, these two have to be. So this one's 5, this one's 4, those two are 6 or 9.
The box 5, it's a 15 cage, has a 5, so the 1 or 2 pairs with 8 or 9.
6,
That's
8,
a 6,
9.
8, 9. So 1, 2, 3
to finish. One, 2 takes the 2 out, so 4 and 8 pairs with 9 and 1. 2, 1, not a 1. 6,
finish the palindrome.
8, 9, 2 to finish the palindrome. 9, 2, 6, 9. Not a 2 is a 2. These two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where this 9 tells me which way is which. 1, 2, 3.
3, 4, and 6.
4, 6. This 6 tells us which one's which. This one's 4, that one's 8. 3, a 4, a 7, and an 8. 6 here, 3 there, 4 there. 1, 2, I need a 3, 4, 5, I need a 6, and a 7. And we have finished puzzle number 2. All right. My brain is already fuzzy today. I don't know why. It's been yawning, been forgetting what words are. It's not too warm in my room, so I don't know why that is. I got to telework today, so I didn't have to go into work, so that helped to keep me awake. So, I don't know. Anyway, puzzle 3 for today will be I Just Like Colors by Darth Silius 72. Link in the chat if you'd like to give it a go. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells separated by a chess, king's, or knight's move must contain different digits. Orthogonally adjacent cells cannot be consecutive, and cells separated by a black dot are 1 to 2 ratio. All black dots are given. So we do have a negative constraint here.
But can 1, 2 be used? Because that would be consecutive being adjacent.
Let's try and avoid it for now. To take the most literal interpretation of the rules to begin with.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if something forces a 1 and a 2 to be together. Something that would force a 1 and a 2 together would be if we have we would need 3 dots in the same
But there
row,
are not.
column, or box. But yeah. We've got like half. But not all 3. Well, if we couldn't use a 1, then it would be 2, 3, 4, 6, 8.
Right.
Which means that up here, this would have to be 2, 4, or 8, where this one isn't a 4.
Well, and in column 9, it would be left with 1, 5, 7, 9.
One, 5, 7, 9. Well, we already have 2 from 2, 4, 8, so that has to be 3, 6. Oh, this has to be a 4, obviously. Because 2 and 8 are not. One double the other. 2, 4, 8. This isn't 4, so that is 3, 6. 6. Well, if this one's not 4, and it can't be 3 or 6, that has to be 2 or 8. This one has to be 4 and 2 or 8. Neither of those is 4, although I should probably look at this 3, 6, this 4, we'll place it 4 there, so 2 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, in column 9. Oh.
Column 9.
Yeah, in box 3. One of those two has to be a 2, so it can't be a 1 in between. And one has to be an 8, so it can't be 9 or 7. Seven can't be next to 6. Go
2.
Yeah.
Anti-king.
Yeah, the 7 in column 9
can't be next to 6. I still need a 1
and a 9.
1, 2,
5.
5 and 9?
Yeah.
This one can't be a 5 because of anti-knight. Anti-king and anti-knight for 2, so 1, 9 is going to place 5 and 2. Also, no consecutives, so we place 5 there. 1 and 9, so still need a 2, which can't be next to 3, and also anti-knight.
5.
I still have 1, 9,
7 and 9.
7. You can't put a
And
7
can't
next
go
to
next
these
to 6.
two. And 8.
And you can't put it,
9. Row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. This one apparently has to be a 7, because 5 and 9, see it by anti-king and then anti-knight. 4 can't be next to a 5. What's left over in box 5? I don't see 1, 2. There's a 3, there's a 4. I don't see a 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I don't see 9. At 5 and 9, see those two. So these two can't be 1 or 2.
Anti-king.
Gives us that one.
Anti-knight from box 3 to box 4 to 5.
Yeah.
We need 1 and 6 in row 6. 6 can't go next to 5.
And 1 can't go next to 2. I still need a 3, which can't go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7 and 8.
Well, 8 can't go in either of these two, because it can't go next to 9. Or I guess also 8, Sudoku, anti-knight. This is 8, 3, and 7. Right, there's only 3 left in this column. 1, 2. Well, I need the 2 to be one of those two. Chip Sounder says horizontal and vertical roping is happening. So yeah, we've got 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, 4, 1, 6, 2, 8, 3, and 7. So this is probably going to be 2, 5, 2 and 5
and
here. And then a 9.
Yeah, 2 and 5 and 9 in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, anti-king. So 9 has to be here. So yeah, 2 and 5. 5 tells us which way that has to go. Also the 6. So 4. This has to be 1 and 7 then. But just for completeness sake, 1 and 7, see there. So that fixes that. 1
a 9
here, and a 9's left over because of the 2 9s. 2, 5, and 8. 2 and 5. Chip Sounder says all are the same modularity in the columns.
Yep.
1, 4, and 7. 2, 5, and 8.
2.
For completeness, this row is going to be a 9, because I've got 2 9s here. This one's most
2, 3, and
likely
7.
2. 3 and 7.
2 and 3 can't go next to 4, so.
3 can't go next to 4.
3 can't go next to 4.
2's there. 7 and 3. So that
And
is
7.
2, 7, 3. So yeah, that worked out. So this one is most likely a 5, because anti-night and Sudoku, so that one has to be a 5.
1 and
1
6.
here.
That sees a 6 byte in the column.
Right. This one has to be a 3. And then we've got 3, 6, and 9. 6 over here and the 9 here. Fix that. 1, 4, and 7. So this is 1 and 7. So 2, 5, and 8. 2, 5. There we go. Didn't need to color that one at all. So I guess it's a little unfortunate that it's called I Just Like Colors. Let's see if we can find that on Logic Masters Germany. Doesn't seem to be there, so it was a fun puzzle though. On to puzzle 4. Gray circles in gray fog by lithium ion. Copy and paste. Alright. Gray circles in gray fog by lithium ion. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Placing correct digits may reveal fog somewhere in the grid. Cells that are a knight's move in chess part are not allowed to contain identical digits. Cells connected with a gray circle have to contain digits that are consecutive, or in a 1-to-2 ratio, or both. Box borders divide blue lines into segments with the same sum. Different blue lines can have different sums. All right. I think this is going to be our last puzzle for today because I'm feeling real fuzzy. Cells connected with a gray circle have to contain digits that are consecutive or in a 1-to-2 ratio, or both. So this one has 4 separate digits. So it has to be halfable and doubleable, as well as have a consecutive digit in both directions. So if it's halfable, then that removes all of our odd digits. And then it cannot have, and then it needs to be doubleable, so 6 and 8 get removed. And now it can't have overlap, with the half or double with the consecutive, which makes 2 a problem because 1 halves to 1, and also 2 is consecutive with 1. So this has to be 4. And then we have half to 2, double to 8, down 1 for 3, up 1 for 5. And now we look at this one. Actually, let's just put in everything. So 4, 2, 3, 5, and 8 get removed, leaving 1, 6, 7, and 9. Now, 1 is only doubleable and only consecutive, but those end up being the same digit. 1 doubles to 2, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So this cannot be a 1. 9 is not halfable or doubleable, and you cannot increase to a 10. It only decreases to 8. So 9 gets removed. 7 is not halfable or doubleable, but it would have to do, so it would have to increase and decrease, but that would have to be 6 and 8. And while 8's an option, 6 is not. So this has to be 6, removing 6 from the other options. And now 6 halves to 3 and decreases to 5. Double wasn't an option, and then increasing to 7 wasn't an option. So this is 3, 5, and 2, 8. And now we have equal sums. Well, whatever this is, it cannot be greater than 17. Which means I think I have to have a 1 here. If I didn't have a 1, that would be 7 and 9, which is 16. Add 2, the minimum here in the middle, and that 16 becomes 18, which I cannot represent with 2 single-digit values. So 1 has to be one of those.
Well, and your center can't be 8 because the 2 on the outside of it, 1, 7, which is 8, is... Oh, no, yeah, because 8 and 1, 7 is 8, which would be 16. 1, 9 is 10, which would be 18. And for 16, it would have to be 7, 9. You'd be repeating the 7.
Right.
So that has to be 2 in the center, underneath the 4.
2 and 8. Well, 7 and 9 can't do the 1 to 2 ratio. They can only do consecutives. So 6 or 8 are the only options. There's already a 6, so this is forced to be an 8, but that doesn't identify which one. This is either 10 or 12. It gets removed. Oh yeah, we do have anti-night again.
Oh yeah.
This one has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. 8 gets removed. And because of anti-night, 1, 7, and 9 all see this one. So this has to be a 6, and we get 1, 2, and 3 here. Not a 2 because of anti-night, and not a 6 because of anti-night.
In row 3, the 4th cell over, sees 1, 7, and 9. Well, sees the 7 and 9 by anti-night and Sudoku.
1, 2, and 3 all get removed because of this. 4 and 6 and 8 get removed. And so this has to be consecutive. Since this is odd, this would have to be even, but 2, 4, and 6 all see that. So this is 8. So 5 isn't an option here. And then that's consecutive up or down. Having has to go to 4, and then it has to be the other in the direction of up-down because it can't double. So that has to be a 4, 7, 9 triple. 4, 7, 9, 8, and 6 are all removed. One of those two has to be a 1, which both see this by Sudoku and Anti-Knight. Sees 2 by Sudoku. 1, 2, and 3 make this a 5, placing 3 and 5. 5 gets removed. 3 here gets removed. Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is going to make that 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
We could do some elimination in row 3 because it's either 10 or 12.
Yeah.
If it's
5
10,
gets removed in the second one.
Right.
3, 7, 6,
If it's
4.
And it can't be 3, 7 because to be 10, it's 1, 7.
Right.
And for 12, uses 1 and 9. So it would be 5, 7.
So 7s are guaranteed. Well, going across, we know 1, 2, 3 is all removed. So is 4, and so is 8. This one isn't a 6 because of Anti-Knight. 5, 7, and 9 cannot be halved. So they it has to be consecutive, so 1 up or 1 down, and it has to be even, so 5, 7, and 9 all get removed, and this is forced to be a 6. So that removes the 6 there.
And 9 beside the 6 goes away. 6 goes to 5 or 7.
That is the opposite of 9. Now we get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not a 6, and not a 5, because 5 has to be one of those two in with the 7 or 9. And then 8 takes this one out.
So does Anti-Knight.
Right. This one, if it was 7 or 9, but if this was not a 5, it would see all 3 of those. So 4, 7, and 9 all see this. This one's 5, this one's 7, that's a 7. 4, 6 takes out 9 as an option, placing a 9 up here. 7 gets removed, 4 gets removed. The 9 here makes that one 4. Do I want to do a cross here? I think I do. 1, 2, 7, 6, and 4. There's already an 8 in box 2, so this isn't an 8. If this was a 3, that would be 1 and 2, which is allowed. A 5 would have to be 2, 3. It couldn't be 1, 4, but we already have 3 and 4 over here. So that doesn't work even if I didn't have to deal with that. And then 9, I can't do 1, 8. I would have to do 2 and, not 2 and 2, and 7. So 2 is a requirement. Oh, but how would I make 2 and 7 work going across the gray dot? So 7 gets removed. And I get a 3, a 1, a 2. That one's not 1 because of anti-knight. The 3 got removed from those by anti-knight. 2 gives me a 1, 2. 3s are gone. 1 sees that. Both of these 3s see that. So this one's a 2. Neither of those are. The remainder in this box, this
3, 4,
6,
6, 7
is forced to be here. You said 3, 4, and 7, which this 3 gets removed by anti-knight. These 2 are
1 and 2.
This 2 gets removed from that one, so 2 and 1. I guess the 1 gets removed that way. 5, 7, and 9. Okay, so 5 and 5 see this one. And then 9 by anti-knight and 7 by Sudoku makes that a 5. So this one isn't a 5 by Sudoku. This one by anti-knight. These 3 are known. 4, 8, and
4,
9.
8, 9. Yeah.
Anti-knight to give me an 8, 9 pair. 5, 6, 7. 6 and 6. So this one sees that one by Sudoku. And this one is anti-knight. So that gives me a 6 here. So the remainder in this column. 1, 8, 9, 2, and 6. Just going to do the remainder in this column, 2. 2, 5, 4, 3, 7. And then 6 by anti-knight. This one. 5, 4, 2, 7, and 8 are all removed. And then 9 anti-knights.
And if you go down 1, you can take out a 3.
Right, because the 1, 2, 3, but really it's just these 2. Takes 3.
But it also takes out the 1.
Right.
The same reason.
1 there. 4, 8, 9. We're going to look at this one and take out 8 and 9. Now what? Well, just for funsies, what's left in this column? 6, 3, 5, and 9. 8 anti-knights down to there.
Go down 1, you can remove the 1.
We go those 3. 9, 8, 6, and 4. 5 anti-knights. And those 2 are 3, and not this one. So this isn't a 3. These 3. 8, 6, 1, and 5. 4 and 7, both anti-knight. Take out 4 and 7. Unfortunately, none of this aligns properly to do anything about this one, because I have 2 4s, 2 8s, and 3 9s.
If you look where 9 can go in box 7.
9 and 9 takes out those. And then this 9 takes out that one. So then those 2, look at those 2. So 9s get removed that way.
And look where... Nope, never mind. I was going to say look where 3 can go, but they can go in over there too.
3 and those 2.
So yeah, it didn't help.
One, 3, 2, and 6. 7. Anti-Night Scrivener there. And then 8s are both of these. It's not an 8 here. Okay.
Yeah, not much left you could do with those.
Well, these two aren't 1 or 3. So where's 1? That's not the button I wanted. Well, 1 goes all the way across like so. Ah. 2s are those two, which means those two can't be 2s.
Right.
4s are these two, which takes a 4 out of this one. Sixes are those 3, but that isn't a 6. Fives isn't that helpful because those could be a 5 anyway. Aha! 1s have to be one of these 3. They all see this one, so that isn't a 1. 6s have to be one of those 2. Isn't that helpful? And over here, I think the only thing that's forced is a 5, because I've got a 4 here, so 5 is forced down here. But then I've got 7, 8, and 9 remaining.
Okay. 5s have to go in there, those two, or in column 6 or column 7 in box 9. So one in row 6 or row 7, I could count. One of those two in box 8, one of those two has to be a 5. So
that takes out of
those two can't be 5. So now you've got an X-wing in 5s.
So this one isn't a 5, and that one is. Okay, like that.
It's like pulling hen teeth. Is there anything else we can do that with? 3s?
So we've got 3 and 3, means 3's forced. And then
Is column, yeah.
3's here. Now where
Top
are the
or
3's?
bottom?
Here. So not there. And then those two goes to that. So then those two are required. but they're not in the best spot for.
No, they're not helpful.
Okay, well. Sixes have to be one of those two. And we've got those two, and those three. So that's not that helpful. Okay, 2s are gone, 6s are gone, 5s are gone. I'll get a 6 by anti-night. A 5-7 is going to take 5 and 7 out. 1 and 3 is going to take 1 and 3 out. Threes and 3s just take 3 out from everything. 5s and 5s just take 5s out from everything. An 8-9 pair is going to take 8 and 9 out of these two. Right? Because if one of those two is 8, then neither of those two can be. Same with 9s. So that's a 5,
right.
That's a 4. Okay, that was staring at us for a while. So now we get 3 here.
And that 7 in column 9 is on a dot.
Yeah.
So it has to go to an 8.
Yeah, because it can't double, so it has to go up to 8 or down to 6. It can't be a 6 because of that. So 8, just like Mom said. Now 8 gets removed from this row. This 5 takes that 5 out, so that's a 9. 1, 6, 9 is removed from here. 1 and 6 make that 8. Takes 8 out of these two, making that a 9. So now those two aren't 9s. 8. This 9 makes 7 and 9. 9 is gone. 7's are gone from these two. 4, 5. 4's are gone. 1's. Take that out. 6 places a 9. 9 is gone. 4 and 8 are gone from the row. 4 from those two. This one's not a 4 because of anti-night, so it's a 1, which takes that one out. 9 from all the way over here makes that a 9 and a 2. Excuse me, a 2 and then a 9. 2 reflects back. 7 and 3 and 2 and 7. Nothing in here is a 7. So 3 and 4. 6 and 8. 4 is gone. 2 is gone because it's way over here. So 8, 3, and 6 makes a 1 and a 2. 3, 1, 2, 1, 7. This 7 is by Anti-Knight. So 4 and 7. 8 is gone by Anti-Knight. So 9, 9, and a pair of 8s. 4 and 6 makes this 7. So every 7 comes out. 6 and 3. 3's come out. 4 makes 5 and 4. All right. You did great. Congratulations. I grade your abilities as crazy good. I am really grateful that Breaking the Cryptic exists, since this puzzle wouldn't exist without their great inspiration. That is quite a funny set of puns. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can find that one on Logic Masters Germany.
Man, that 8-9 pair took too long to notice.
Yeah, it definitely did. Not finding it here. I guess I should have also looked for the name of the author. So let's do that one for Darth Silius. And just like colors. Exciting colors? They include a picture. That link's different. Coloring crockies. That link's different. Coloring crockies. Ah! They named it completely different than they did on Logic Masters Germany. So middle row. Oops.
That was the wrong puzzle.
It sure was. First try. That one is a pretty easy puzzle. Back one more step. Like this one. Yeah, that one was pretty straightforward. I mean, we did it in 10 minutes. Submit rating. And then make sure I copy this into notes. Source background cryptic. And paste. And then lithium ion. Well, we do have a lithium ion posted here. Gray circles in gray fog. I don't see anything that could possibly be it. Because I'm
Ghost
sure they
Town?
would have said something. Say again?
Ghost Town? Down there toward the bottom. Nope.
No.
Oh, that was the only one that looked possible.
Yeah. I have to look through all of them. Alright. I mean, I'm sure it would say something with the word gray in it because of the emphasis on the puns with gray in the solution message. Oh, geez, my brain is so fuzzy. I'm gonna end here. Well, with that, spoilers for next time. So we didn't do that puzzle, but we did do these two. So make sure I remove the thingies. Alright. And then paste. It's not the right spot. Copy. Paste. Alright. With that, that will be it for today. Because Robert's brain is fuzzy. Stream and screen. Anyone who watches this back, thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you'd like to see more content on this channel, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can get notified when I go live on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Sudoku, Wednesdays around 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time for single-player games, currently Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time for currently Darksiders Genesis. But with that, we will see you next time.